How are dementia drug efficacy and safety measured? When scientists develop new drugs for dementia, they need to know if the medicines really work and if they are safe. To do this, they relying on carefully planned studies called clinical trials. These trials use a mix of different tests and assessments to get a full picture of how the drug affects people. First, to measure if a drug helps with thinking and daily life skills, researchers use special scales. One common scale is the Clinical Dementia Rating, Sum of Boxes, which looks at 6 areas like memory, judgment, and daily activities. Higher scores mean more trouble, so if a drug is effective, these scores should stay the same or improve. Another test is the Alzheimer's Disease Assessment Scale, Cognitive Subscale, which checks memory, language, and problem solving. The Mini Mental State Examination is a quick test that gives a snapshot of mental function. The activities of daily living inventory measures how well someone can do everyday tasks like dressing or eating. Comparing these scores over time helps scientists see if the drug slows decline or improves symptoms. Because dementia can also cause behavioral and mood changes, special questionnaires are used to see if drugs help with agitation, psychosis, or depression. These include the Neuropsychiatric Inventory and the Cohen-Mansfield Agitation Inventory. In addition to these tests, scientists look at biomarkers, which are biological signs of the disease. They analyze cerebrospinal fluid for proteins like amyloid beta and tau, which are linked to Alzheimer's. Brain scans like PET imaging can show if the drug reduces protein deposits or brain shrinkage. Blood tests can also reflect changes happening in the brain. These biomarkers help researchers understand if the drug is affecting the disease process itself, not just symptoms. To get a complete view, doctors also use overall impression scales, where clinicians rate how severe the disease is and whether it has improved. Safety is just as important as effectiveness. Throughout the trial, participants are monitored for side effects. Any adverse events, from mild issues like nausea to serious problems like liver problems or bleeding, are carefully recorded. Regular blood tests check liver and kidney health, while heart tests like electrocardiograms ensure the drug isn't affecting the heart. Brain scans can detect swelling or bleeding, which are rare but serious side effects seen with some treatments. For drugs that influence movement or behavior, specific scales measure side effects like tremors or rigidity. If the drug is a biologic, tests are done to see if the body is reacting against it. Safety also involves watching for mental health changes, including thoughts of suicide, with tools like the Columbia Suicide Severity Rating Scale. Clinical trials are designed to be fair and reliable. They usually involve random assignment to either the drug or a placebo, and neither the participants nor the researchers know who gets what. This helps prevent bias. The studies track changes over months or even years, since dementia progresses slowly. Researchers analyze the data to see if the drug makes a real difference, using statistical methods to determine if the results are meaningful. While some drugs show small improvements on tests, scientists carefully consider whether these changes are noticeable and helpful in real life. Safety profiles can vary, and newer drugs aim to reduce risks seen with older options. Regulatory agencies review all this information before approving a drug for widespread use. In the end, measuring how well a dementia drug works and how safe it is involves a thorough combination of clinical assessments, biological tests, imaging, and careful safety monitoring. These methods help ensure that new treatments are both effective and safe for people living with dementia. Always remember, if you or a loved one are considering treatment options, it's best to consult healthcare professionals who can provide guidance tailored to individual needs.